Oh my treasures, it's time to infiltrate Standard with Kil'jaeden Demon Hunter. Essentially the game plan is we are going to be trying to cheat out Kil'jaeden on turn 5 with Umpire's Grasp as a way to scale up our demons each turn by +2/+2 as quickly as possible, overwhelming our opponent with a bunch of huge demons that hopefully will be able to RNG our way into finishing off our opponent really quickly. It is also worth mentioning, however, if you are going to be playing this deck, before you use Kil'jaeden, you do want to get either Yogg or Ceaseless Expanse in your hand as a way to counteract your opponent if they are also playing a Kil'jaeden list. Now, for the Mulligan guide of the deck, the first thing you're going to be looking out for is Instrument Tech to draw into your weapon. This will allow you to easily draw into Kil'jaeden as quickly as possible. Then you're going to be looking for any other type of draw power cards or early game removal tools such as Infiltrate. Now, with all being said, let's look at some game. Okay, time for a game against Hunter. Let's see what they have in store for us. There are quite a few Hunter lists floating around. Actually, to be honest, there's actually quite a few different lists for multiple or most classes currently in Standard right now. There are some that aren't really that strong, I would say. Priest probably is the weakest of all the classes just because there aren't any that are... I don't know. The priest cards this set are actually pretty bad, but to be fair, you can make use of the priest cards through, or at least the neutral cards in priest instead, which I think honestly is probably better than what you could do with the new priest cards itself. Alright, let's just hero power go face. For example, like the spaceship deck that we put out on Monday. That's a great example of a deck that's actually pretty potent and actually probably one of the better priest lists that we could make use of currently in Standard at least. Alright, let's hero power, then pop this. I know this is a little bit of a waste. Demonic Deal isn't bad. Mishap wouldn't be a bad option either, but it would be really, really hard to use, so that's what we're gonna go with this. Get their steady shot. Use Greedy Partner, might as well. And also, Demonic Deal did trigger this, which is good. How do we want to do this? Oh, that's actually not bad. We could double coin. I think that actually makes a little bit of sense here. Then get rid of this. Heal up to full. Hopefully they don't have anything else. I'm actually very curious of what our opponent is actually playing. We don't really have a good idea. I'm assuming it's probably some type of Highlander list, given those two cards that we just saw. There's Kil'jaeden. I'm just going to slam it down. Hunter is one of the classes that I'm not really worried about just slamming it down. Normally, you would probably want to keep or make sure you drew into Yogg or Ceaseless Expanse before you do something like this. But like Hunter doesn't usually have answers to big demons, and I did say they are probably Highlander, and of course they... Let's use Crystal and then Imp. Okay, so they probably are starships. You always gotta remember when you're playing starship cards that they technically do not count as building a starship if you haven't had any destroyed, which is a little bit annoying. I swear, after this video, I know we're doing a Kil'jaeden list, and technically the video I put up on Monday was also kind of a Kil'jaeden list. I swear after this we will go into, like, I don't know, something else that could be fun. I have a few ideas for Shaman, but we gotta hope for them to work. There's also some ideas in, like, DK that might be a little bit interesting in trying out. I don't know if they will still work, but I know theoretically, like Blizzard said, those are, or that interaction does work how it currently works, you know? But we'll see. If you're wondering what I mean by that is Awakener of Souls with Eternal Layover supposedly will make it where it'll be able to infinitely resurrect itself. And unless your opponent has, I don't know, let's say a Yogg or Reno, you basically can't lose the game if your opponent can't hit your face. To be fair, I guess they could have a lot of direct damaging spells, but there's no, like, deck floating around. Well, I guess Elemental Mage kind of uses that instead. Of course. How do I want to deal with... Oh, interesting. Okay, some armor is really nice for now. Can draw a few cards. Now the question is, do we want to use or attack into the flesh? I kind of do want to get rid of it just to be safe. These are some big demons though. I still do kind of want to do a Burning Legion like style of Warlock list. I know we just did Warlock, but it seems like you all really do love Warlock whenever I do showcase it on the channel. Like, there's a few classes, whenever I showcase them, they tend to do really, really well. There's some classes that, like, whenever I showcase them, they always do very terribly. But, and then there's some that are, like, just, sometimes they do great, sometimes they do terrible. Generally speaking, Warlock tends to be one of the more consistent ones. And Priest and Warlock, weirdly. I know not a lot of people like Priest, but like there's a lot of goofy things you can do with that class. Generally speaking, as I look at the top 10, I would say Paladin kind of has been making its way into the top 10, but historically speaking, it's very high and then very low, and there's a lot of in between of those. And Mage generally is just like, a lot of the time. I don't know. DK, though. You guys seem to like DK. A lot of side talk, I guess, for sidetracking. I'm so glad that doesn't have the deal damage. Okay, we kind of got lucky there. We can pop that. Okay, how do we want to do this from here? Okay, I kind of just want to put up an taunt. What are his chances that they can actually deal with this board? Pretty low, right? In theory? Because we pop the board. Ooh, that could be bad. Actually, no, it couldn't be. They're at what? 16. Oh, that's more annoying than Ceaseless Expanse. Okay, so one of these goes up. Okay, we have a few options, but I think just putting down the Wretched Queen will probably win us the game. Because the 2020 taunt is actually pretty decent, wouldn't you say, I'll say? Also, we're back up to like 31 HP, which is actually pretty good. I think this should be game, right? Yeah. Okay, time for a game against Druid. Let's see what they have in store for us. This is going to be a class that historically does run Kil'jaeden. There's so many classes that actually use Kil'jaeden right now, it's kind of funny. I'd be curious if we maybe see like a nerf to Kil'jaeden just because of the fact that he is being used so much by like heavy control style lists. Alright, let's just hit our opponent's face for one. Okay. I'm assuming that probably means this is going to be a Highlander. Slam this down, get our weapon, which is pretty good. We did need the second weapon there. Now, I guess we get a hero power, get with the minion, go face. Means swipe is going to be less likely to be online, which is actually not the worst thing in the world. Okay, let's slam down a weapon. It doesn't really matter. We have Kil'jaeden in hand. To be fair, the return policy basically act as 2 additional draws per, which isn't bad. I would prefer, especially in this matchup, to, I don't know, maybe get Yogg or Ceaseless Expanse before we slam down Kil'jaeden. Doesn't really matter which one. Okay. Into the minion, might as well. Oh, well. Okay, we could try to AoE the minions off of the board, but I kind of just want to draw a card, see if we can get anything good. Come on, we just need one. Come on, just give me... That's not the worst burn in the world. It's annoying, but it isn't the worst burn in the world. Okay, we can go down swinging here a little bit. Grab another one just in case. Oh, Final Frontier. I still need to use that card. I need to go back to Druid at some point. I really, it would not be me without trying to make Thaddeus somehow work with that. I know, technically speaking, you're probably never going to get Thaddeus off. Well, it's a 1 in 9 chance, actually, if you mathematically do it. We're still going to be taking the 8 damage because, of course, it attacks into the Onyxia first, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. We can do this. Well, I guess we wouldn't have had the mana anyways. Grab Fellhammer. Actually, that's a card that I haven't used in some weird, wacky OTK list that I'm amazed we haven't tried to do something with. Could be a lot of fun before it rotates out, I should say. We also probably should do like a Highlander Demon Hunter list because I don't think I've ever really used the hand control hand. Maybe I did at one point. The card's been out for a year, so maybe I forgot like one of the lists that I had previous. They used, but I don't know off the top of my head, I won't lie. Okay, we might as well do it like this. I'm kind of hoping we draw into the Yogg. We're already this far into the game. It doesn't really matter if we slam down Kil'jaeden next turn or like later on. Actually, maybe next turn would be better. There's Final Frontier number 2. But yeah, if you could like use the Starship package in Druid. Oh, perfect. Actually, anyways, what I was saying is like, if you use the Starship package that duplicate or allows you to cast multiple copies of Final Frontier, that could, in theory, allow you to flood your hand with a bunch of 1-cost, 10-cost cards. And fingers crossed you hit Thaddeus. I actually briefly tested that out, and then I was like, I don't really enjoy this enough. I don't know. There has to be some wacky little list there. I just don't know what it... Oh. I feel like building a deck that is centered around one card that you can randomly generate is always going to end up bad. Because if you don't generate it, then you're kind of screwed. But it also depends on, like, what you hit there, I guess. Now, of course, we have no spells. Alright, please don't have a way to instantly deal with the Ziliax. Nice thing is, Hydration Station is kind of bad for them now because they don't have access to Ziliax, which is great for us. Oh, there's the Kil'jaeden. See, you know, that's the exact reason why we built the deck the way we built it. Okay, the question is, do we use Ceaseless Expanse or do we use Yogg to... I think using Yogg, right? Yeah, I think that'll be the play. Oof. Haha, ooh. Hey. Hey. I mean, this isn't the worst board in the world, but it isn't the best board in the world either. Oof. I mean, we can slam the... Okay, here's the thing. Ceaseless Expanse actually probably is the play next turn. I would prefer to maybe not have to use it. Maybe we can use it in like 2 turns. That isn't gonna do what you needed to do. That doesn't do anything. Okay, I guess we go Ceaseless. heal by 1. I know that looks a little bit strange. I'm hoping... Oh, we also probably should have hero power first, but that is what it is. Also probably... Well, and actually, never mind. We can deal with that. We can deal with this board. Okay, how do we deal with the 6-9? Do have going down swinging. We should attack first. Actually, probably should hit the 6-9. This should pop everything, right? I mean, it doesn't get rid of everything, but it gets rid of a good chunk of the minions, right? Would have been nice to get rid of the 3-4, but that... Meh. Okay. We should be able to finish off this game next turn, please. Come on. You know, actually, Weight of the World is actually a pretty good card in this list. This deck was such a struggle to figure out what was the perfect 30, and I think we actually got pretty close to where the perfect 30 is, which is still impressive. That's such a beautiful animation. I really want to find out a deck to use that card, but you'd have to find a way to... There's so many things or factors, because you need 5 to OTK and 1 spell damage. And nothing else in your hand. Anyways, this is probably looking like GG. Unless they top deck something humongous here. There's like 1 card that outs this situation. Actually, I guess 2. Because, hey! Okay, time for a game against Rogue. Let's see what they have in store for us. Opener's not terrible. Could be worse. Oh! I was going to say could be better, but that actually legitimately is one of the better opener. We got draw power, removal tools, access to our weapon as quickly as possible. It's actually pretty good. Swashbuckler. Interesting. I'm curious if... Okay, either this is Pure Thief Rogue or this is Starship Rogue. Starship Rogue is interesting because it's new. I wish we had access. It's kind of evidently clear of like what Starship deck I'm the most fan of, which is Priest right now, because it's a lot of fun and kind of unique, right? But like, it would be really, really cool if we had access to some of the Thief Rogue support in Priest for this set. I would almost want to bet in the mini set either Paladin or Priest is going to be the class that gets a Starship. It's just weird right now that like Draenei are such a prevalent or have a prevalent role with both Priest and Paladin, and we don't have Starships. It just boggles the mind. And Priest is way, way overdue for any type of like core set mechanic. Quite literally, like we've dodged Excavating, we've dodged I'm trying to remember what else. There's some other ones that we've definitely dodged. Excavating was one. Starships is another. Perils. Well, everyone got tourists, so that doesn't really count. I guess Highlander was the only thing that we've got. It's just weird. This is just very, very, very strange. Alright, let's clear out the board. Okay. We actually might have just wanted to... I don't know. We might have just wanted to attack with the weapon into the minion instead of the opposite way around. Penetration? Zephyrs. Okay. Tactic Tour. Okay, what we can grab. Infiltrate isn't bad, but Illidari's Studies is just better. Okay, this grabs Kil'jaeden, which is great. We might actually be in a position where we just want to slam to Kil'jaeden. But if this is Starship, I really do want to get that Yogg before we slam that down. Okay, there's a Lightning Bolt. Spontaneous Combustion. Ooh. Now... Oh, Yogg! Interesting. Alright, let's get the Wolf. Good. Okay, Purple. Oh, of course they have dubious purchase. Why wouldn't you? It's okay. It's okay. We're perfectly fine. The rehydration. Of course, the second one. Oh, Ceaseless Expanse. All right, let's just use Kil'jaeden, I guess, here. Can draw. Ooh, Doom Maiden is fun. I still want to do like a Doom Maiden like mill DK list. I don't know if that will be the next. I don't actually know what I'm going to be uploading after this video. We'll figure it out. Oh, it is worth noting this will be the last mod or one with 2.5 as the model that we're going to be using as the main model going forward. 3.0 will be out by, well, I mean, technically it was out by yesterday, but y'all will see it for the first time probably Friday. Well, we can coin. We're at 6 mana. I kind of just want to use preparation to draw 2. Because I don't want to give them back the preparation, right? Draw the 2. Feels a little bad that we can't forge this down. Because I also do want to use this to get rid of the good, or a good chunk of the board. I didn't even know you could click on your opponent's starship. Interesting. Okay, Grifta. Emily Passions. Oh, this gave me an idea. Is that... You need 5 copies, so... Interesting. We might have a... Interesting. There's been some, like, shaman lists that I've been thinking about trying to make work. One of them is using, Nobundu in order to get the Galaxy Lens, in order to maybe, like, duplicate Crash of Thunder, but... Grifta might be better instead. If it works the way I think it works. Alright, let's get rid of the majority of the book. I'm assuming they'll probably launch the Starship next turn, which should be fine. We still have Yogg in hand. Come on, launch that Starship, please. Oh, a Ceaseless Expanse of their own. Ooh. Well, tests. So fun. Oof. Oh, you know what? I never realized you could use Ceaseless Expanse with... Oh, that's interesting. That is a rogue idea, maybe for the future. Interesting. We only have 1 spell left, and that is like the hardest spell in the world to actually use. Oh, wow. Oh, you know what? Why not? But yeah, you could use Ceaseless Expanse and Break Dance, and then you get multiple Ceaseless Expanses and a bunch of 15/15s. That's honestly couldn't be that bad of an idea. Oh, okay, so we use Yogg, still the big minion. Yeah. We're gonna make them feel like the star. Of course Yogg hits himself. Why not? Alright, now that we're through the games, this is my final thoughts to the deck. So with this final version, I played 20 games and ended up with a 50% win rate, which actually shocked me. I played like 30-ish games with different variants using both a bigger Starship package or even the Pirate package, and it just didn't feel strong at all. Overall, I think this is probably one of the better versions of this list you could try out if you are trying to use Kil'jaeden and Demon Hunter, that is. Overall, I do think this deck is probably not the strongest because it turns out even on turn 5, if you slam down a 7/7 that really does nothing on that turn, you're not going to be winning too many games in the current Hearthstone meta. Maybe a year ago, you would be able to get away with doing something like that, but currently, Kil'jaeden does feel a little bit slow to make full advantage. Overall, though, if you are looking for a deck to use him in, this is probably one of the better ones to do, especially if you're looking for something that is completely centered around the card, instead of just having it as an alternate win condition. But like always, if you enjoyed the video, please like, comment, subscribe, and until next time, bye-bye.